Welcome, returning and new subscribers. This is your goddess, high priestess, empress, Alba La Pantera. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This message is definitely coming in from Mama and Papa Universe. So let's begin. Thank you, Mama and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see. Always, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So it is. Started this at 155, which also represents the Ace of Swords. Mental clarity. And the way these messages came through definitely gives off that energy. So I started with some oracle cards for some numbers for the collective. And the first card out was emotional withdrawal, which is a Saturn in Pisces card. We are currently in the Saturn hour. Saturn rules Capricorn. The sun is in the sign of Capricorn. And its polar opposite is Cancer of Capricorn, right? But right now we have the moon in Leo. So it's strongly giving the frequency of Sirius, the earth, and the sun. After this card was the Triumph card. Emotional withdrawal and triumph. Greetings, beloved. Welcome. At the bottom of the spread was the following: victory. Follow me here. I got you. As I place the deck on the table, we have solitude. Your victory comes through a moment of solitude. Okay? Your victory is coming through a moment of solitude. So we have solitude with victory and triumph with emotional withdrawal. Now, this triumph card is also a symbol of the moon being the Cancer energy, but in most decks is represented by the Chariot. Okay. Notice in this emotional withdrawal card, this here aquamarine bluish greenish color. Okay. That has to do with core values, the throat chakra, which is the fifth of the seven within the physical body. Today is an amazing day where you will be able to be reborn, right? And there is victory along this journey through solitude. What's under this solitude card is a broken heart, but under that broken heart is cornucopia. So you're seeing the balance already between the light and the dark. Okay? You're seeing the balance already between the dark and the light and the dark. I'm going to see what this is. We have the contract card here. Let me see what's in between victory and solitude. We have happy family, choose wisely, heartache and loss, an angel of love, which I strongly feel that this is the angel or the angle that you are guided to take at this moment in order to have the victory when it comes to what you are disconnecting from that no longer serves you, that has made a very strong impression on your life, so much so it is part of the reason you are who you are in this very moment. Like Dr. B says, Dr. B is serious, the issue is in the tissue. There's a lot of release that is happening at this very moment. Okay? Because as per the workshop, we were informed of the event that is occurring today on the 9th. The claustrum. The oil of life that is flowing through the spinal column. Same way Santa comes through the chimney, that oil is now coming down your chimney, coming down through you. Which is why it's important to be mindful of what it is that you're thinking, speaking, doing, and surrounding yourself with. So my advice to those of you who live with other people on a different journey, wear your headphones and listen to what you must listen to so that way you can, ground yourself and stay in this high vibration. Because you're certainly going through a rebirth. And this message here, 8728, confirms it. And I'm going to show you right now. So as I break down these numbers, right? Ashe, welcome, scent of the artiste. Greetings, my love. It's 2:03 right now, which I connect to Belbedwa, who initiated herself. Okay? So that's highly significant. Now, in the Hebrew lexicon, specs of number 8 equals to destruction. 7 connects to perish or vanish. You know the phrase in the Bible, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And that lack of knowledge is more so due to ignorance, because the knowledge is there, the information is there. What you choose to do with it is a different story. So those of you that are here right now or will watch this on a replay are choosing through this message to align with the highest vibration that is available to you in this current moment, by being mindful of what it is that you're thinking, speaking, and what it is that you're surrounding yourself with. Okay. Number 28 in the lexicon is equivalent to Abida or Abidan. Now, Abida is my father knows. It's kind of like Judgment Day. Abida means my father knows, metaphysically speaking. And Abida is the father of knowledge, wisdom, and also the father of understanding. And when you break down that word, understanding is what it is that stands under. Let's go back. Emotional withdrawal. We see this color here of the throat chakra, bluish color. And what stands under the throat chakra, okay, is what? Your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra. It's 4. Now, the throat chakra is also connected to your intuition. It's the bridge between what's above and what's below, right? With that being said, now you see why I tell you all you're not here to be understood by anyone but yourself. Once you understand that understanding, you're able to now have overstandings with others, where your core values are solid. You have a solid foundation on who and what it is that you are. Giving source, giving the universe complete control of the how, while you focus on who, what, when, where, and why. And balancing all of those out. Right? When you have this overstanding, you're now in a position where you're able to communicate with frequencies that are similar to yours, where you can learn from others and they can learn from you. But when there's a lack of understanding, this is when you enter a space of competition, gossip, jealousy, envy. Everything that has been designed to distract you from your true self. Okay? Now, Abidan is also the man who God chose from the tribe of Benjamin to stand with Moses when Moses was numbering the men of Israel in the wilderness. And this is in the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 11, 111, ideally enough. Now, 87 is equivalent to Abram, exalted father. Turned it around. 78 speaks of the Bethlehemite judge in the time of Judges, going back to the energy of today being more so like a judgment day, a day of decision. Number 9, endings, beginnings, right? Now, 728, triumph and victory, is equivalent to joyful shouting of Jah, making ye to shine, joyful shouting of Jah. But the icing on the cake was when you turn this around, 287, victory to triumph, which speaks of Ahimath. And Ahimath means Ahimath. Metaphysically speaking, that phase of life which pertains to the breaking up and passing away of the old man or mortal thoughts and states of consciousness, breaking in pieces, dissolution, are meanings of Maha. Paul said, I die daily. In order to keep on living, in order to attain eternal life, one must attain a right balance between the letting go of false ideas and of corresponding body cells and the laying hold of true vital ones. Then it continues to say, why we all have to die sometime, commented one to whom the life subject was new. A true student answered, yes, everyone has to die, but there are 2 ways to die, God's way and the devil's way. The way of the adversary is to let the body go to corruption in the grave because of our holding to carnality, or to the flesh. God's way is to deny the lesser self as Christ taught. In his way, we die daily to that which pertains to the carnal mind and to the limitations of the personal man. If we die in this way and by our thoughts daily, if we die in this way and by our thoughts daily lay hold of and appropriate of the resurrection or Christ life, our whole being will be renewed, revitalized, and spiritualized, and we shall demonstrate eternal life. Thus, we shall be saved, alive, and entire, and shall escape the grave. So Ahimoth represents the phase of life that seems to the sense man to be closely akin to death, the dissolving of error states of consciousness and of thoughts that have served their purpose in us and will become detrimental to our progress if we retain them longer. Now we're getting the energy as to why that solitude is important and to detach. And where you're also seeing where love is not attachment. They must be released, and the corresponding dead cells in our bodies must pass away in order that we may realize new ideas and new life and substance. I just realized that the connection went in and out, so let me know at what point did the message cut in and out. But now that I see that it's back, Ahimoth, once again, which is 287 right here, represents the phase of life that seems to the sense of man to be closely akin to death, the dissolving of ever states of consciousness and of thoughts that have served their purpose in us and will become detrimental to our progress if we retain them longer. And what I mentioned was, here's where you're able to also see the power in detachment, where love is not attachment, love just is. Okay. Then it says here, they must be released, and the corresponding dead cells in our bodies must pass away in order that we may realize new ideas and new life and substance, which is basically the event of today. So shout out to Black Magic, Brother Rich, Billy Carson once again, and Dr. B Serious for that amazing info the other day that I'm sharing with you all now, and connecting the dots with this here message here. I love you too, Angie. Yo, me and Angela go way back, like daycare days. Remember Miss Barbara? That's not a coincidence. That lady is not a coincidence in our life. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to see you. So, isn't that amazing how I did a pre-shuffle, and I'm going to pull these cards back, and I'm going to see what the message for the collective is. Okay? Choose wisely, it says here. It's wanted me to remind you. Choose wisely when it comes to your thoughts regarding those who are on a much completely different path from you. You are the trailblazer. You are the wolf. You know what I'm saying? You have a strong connection to the mother of all. Yeah, people might be nosy, but it's only because they're still allowing themselves to be controlled by the system, and you're choosing not to. So always remember that. And don't let that low vibration to take over your mindset, your heart space, where you start to lose track of who you are and where you're going. Because to whom much is given, much is required, right? And in order for you to have confidence, you must have strength and the courage that is already bestowed within you from the moment you were conceived and even prior to that. You know what I mean? So let's see what the message is for the collective. Let's see what the message is for the collective. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Getting a message here, beloved. Solitude and wisdom. This is a beautiful day for you to do your spiritual work. It's the day of the day opener, as a matter of fact. The day of the opening of the roads, Monday. I tune up with you and the Illuminati on your sharing. Ashe. Here we go, y'all. What's the message here? Here we go. What's the message for the collective? I love to see it. I love to see it because that's the Six of Pentacles. Material and spiritual prosperity is on its way to you now, beloved. It's on its way to you now. You see all of this energy here that's flowing through this card of all of the elements and where you're standing with this red and orange color and the crown. It's the full embodiment, the full activation of all 7 chakras or all 7 kingdoms that already flow within you. Look. The temple path. Your angels and guides and protectors are also doubling up. So you got 3, 6, 9. There you go. Okay. So let's look at this number here. Let's go into the gematria right quick, because this is your message in connection to where we started from. I'm dancing because you are the one that got shade. Let's see. Here we go. 612. In the gematria, is equivalent to Brazil. Surely. Let's see. Sound of silence. Ooh. Okay. That was deep. Sound of silence. Talk to us about that source for the collective. Speaking of vibration, 612 is the house of bonds, prison. Let's get a little bit more on this here. Let's see. Let me look at the chart right now real quick. Let me refresh it. We still in the Saturn hour. Let's double check. Yeah, we'll be in the Saturn hour until 2:25 Eastern Standard Time based on my location. The Book of Judges comes up. Ooh, Samson burns Philistine crops. Okay, so in the midst of you really being able to see in the physical of those who are your Delilahs, it's important for you to be the observer. Okay, and to be mindful of where the ego can step in, where you're putting yourself through the experience rather than observing it, so you can have more control over what you are seeing, similar to how this figure is standing and overlooking the entire picture, seeing the bigger picture. Okay, so in seeing the bigger picture, oh, you gained your power back. You see what I'm saying? You see that? Especially when it comes to all of the conflict and defeat. This could be things that you constantly, you go through these difficult moments with your core values and social relationships and bringing them into harmony. But right now, you're being given the opportunity to be reborn. So again, be mindful of what you think about, the way you speak about your experiences that you've had recently or in the past. Okay, allow whatever wants to rise up, cry it out, write it, burn it up, do what you got to do, but let it go. Let it go. Okay, at the top of the deck here, you have another 5. So this speaks of change. From the obstacles and challenges and the conflict and defeat is where you actually gained your power. Look at this here. You're receiving the help in hand from Source at this time. This is the 3 of Swords, which is Saturn in Libra. And Saturn is the giver of wisdom. It is also the primordial energy of the feminine or the mother. Okay? You're receiving the help in hand here. So much so that Source is taking control over your intuition for you to gain further clarity. Because right now, the crown is standing under the throat chakra, when usually the crown is over the throat chakra. But you see this exchange that's happening in order for you to reestablish your power. This is a crowning moment of the rebirth. Coming through the birth canal once again. So, let's see what else. This is the Moon card, and it speaks of shadow. Number 18, which is also a 9. But you see the balance here, the union between the light and the dark. This is what you're experiencing right now in order for this rebirth to occur. Tell me about the shadow. We have emotional loss, another 5, and then we have the throat chakra once again. Well, once again, as in it actually showing up. See what I mean about the universe guiding you, Source guiding you? So it's going to pull up some of the most ancient cells that are within you that you have already learned lesson from. So that way you can now have this reset of the intuition. This is it right here. This is a 7, right? See the Ankh, the key of eternal life. Your connection to the cosmos here. You're about to walk through doors that only you can walk through because of the challenges and obstacles that you were willing to endure to be where you are now, or where you will be. Okay? So now I'm getting this call to pull an Isis oracle message for you all. Okay. It's 224, and that's equivalent to the 8 of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve you. Beloved Isis, what is your message for the collective? You're about to do exactly what they told you couldn't do, because you shouldn't, because you're going against the laws of the rules of man. But you have now an understanding that you are connected to the laws of the universe, not the rules of man. You're in this assimilation of life, but you've learned how to play the game. Psst. 3033. The knot of Isis, which speaks of energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved, Told you, the guidance of the great mother, the full embodiment of the mother and the father, Mama and Papa Universe. And look what comes out. The same card we got last time, soul retrieval. Okay, but here's your confirmation that those of you who have done that soul retrieval and who have really read into the message and said it to yourselves, or just being in that life is being restored. See that? Your life is being restored. And this is the initiation process that you're in of this new life. I opened the book right to it. It's on page 80 and 81. But let's see what the message of life restored is. I actually have this message up on the community board, so you can definitely check that out. And life restored is on page 98, which is a 17, continues to 99, and it ends on 101. Okay. So we have here, spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Welcome that smile. Shout out to Welcome My Smile. Life restored brings messages that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of the story for you now. What may appear to be an ending can sometimes simply be the forces of ancient feminine power, Ashe, flowing into the new pathways, pulling energy away from old forms so that they can transition into the new forms. This can take short or long periods of time. It could be over days or years, weeks, months, decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying. It will spring back into life at the right time. 3313. Just as the river now subtly adjusts its course over time, so too will the river of light that flows through you, filling you with life force and divine energy. Move with innate wisdom. 3333. You can trust what is happening for you now. Something important to you is coming back to life. It might even feel like you're coming back to life after a period of increasing emotional numbness, physical or psychological struggle, or spiritual disillusionment. It might also be a lifestyle, practice, business, or relationship, new or old, that is coming to life now. You are guided by divine priestess of the Phoenix, Sister Isis, to turn your face to the sun. See that? To turn your face to the sun. Just as the scarab, the sacred scarab beetle, follows the movement of the sun, you are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. You're the sunflower. You are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. Let go of the past. Be brave and bold, and allow the Phoenix priestess to inspire you to realize that the return to life, the restoration, the resurrection is upon you now. Have faith and optimism. Just because something has fallen away in the past does not mean it will not have value and be able to grow in the present moment. Take what is going to be offered in your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now, and be assured that you have transitioned through the energies of death and into the new life now. Ahimaf, number 287. And that's also February 7th and 8th, though that would be the card in connection to the Six of Swords, which is Mercury in Aquarius. But the Six of Swords speaks of you allowing the universe to take you out of murky waters into stable waters. Peace to you, dear initiate of the light. The past is over. Enjoy your rebirth. Priestess of the Phoenix ritual of restoration. You will need 4 small candles. Tea lights are fine to perform this ritual. Find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed, with enough room around you to light your 4 candles in each of the directions: north, south, east, and west. Light the candle placed in the south and say aloud, I give thanks for the protection and healing that has been gifted to me from the priestess of the Phoenix in unconditional love. I now surrender any fear of being reborn into life now, into the fire belly of the divine goddess of the South segment. With honor and respect, I release this now. So be it. Breathe in deeply and breathe out fully. Take a couple of seconds here and do that. Breathe in deeply in through your nose, inflating your belly with air so that way it expands horizontally and not so much your chest rising vertically. And then breathe out fully through your mouth. Exhaling with intention to release any old fear, negativity, toxicity, or death like energies or attachments that have drained you or kept you locked in old traumas. Perceive Isis as the priestess of the Phoenix, her belly flaming with vast fire, consuming and burning away your respectful offering to her now. Light the candle placed in the west and say, I now call upon the cleansing waters of the divine river goddess of the Nile, the healing priestess of the west. Help me release death and be born into life once more. So be it. Inhale and exhale deeply, perceiving that healing waters wash over you. Light the candle placed in the north and say aloud, I now call upon the strengthening and manifesting powers of the priestess of the earth. I gratefully receive your gift of being born into the world of forms now. May my soul take shape and the healing gifts take form in my life. So be it. Inhale and exhale with awareness of your body. Be aware of how you are sitting or standing. Be aware of your spine, your limbs, your face. Close your eyes and feel the life buzzing inside of you. When you are ready, open your eyes and turn to the east, lighting the candle placed there and saying aloud, I now choose to step into life, light, and rebirth. The new life is upon me now, resurrected from the remnants of my past and born anew. I call upon the guardianship of the priestess of new life and the east. I step through the gate now into life restored. So be it. When you are ready, stand and intend to take a step through the inner gateway. This may actually involve you taking one small, slow, and meaningful step to represent this inner step into the new life. Pause for a moment and enjoy this first step in your new life. You may wish to state the incantation below before you close the ritual. When you are ready to close your ritual, simply extinguish the candles. If you do not have time to do the candle ritual above, you can repeat the incantation below several times, gaining speed as you get used to the words. Really feel the energy in the words and know you are declaring your truths. You can also add this incantation to your ritual as you step through the doorway of the east if you wish to do so. Now I'm going to say this incantation for the collective 7 times, okay? Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Beloved, I will leave your message there. Have a blissful, graceful, joyful, abundant night. And whenever you tune into this message, may you also have a blissful, graceful, joyful, abundant day and life moving forward. Love you.